I have been given cause to realize that not everyone knows why I am called Uberspanker. In fact, now that I'm thinking about it, there are probably two or three other people on the planet who could reliably think about that story. Anyway, I'm going to explain it. Why is he Uberspanker? Does he spank Ubers? Or is he one who Uberly spanks? Neither, actually. What I am is a tabletop gaming nerd. And so, in the dim and distant days when I was 12 or 13 and just getting into the hobby, my dad taught me how to play Axis and Allies. That was great fun. Still one of my favorites. I've got a copy of Dune. I like Arkham Horror. Anyway, one of my various first forays into the proper miniature wargaming hobby was a delightful little title called Heroescape. It was great. It had a modular hex board. You put the boards together. You can build whatever terrain you want. You put hills. There were little blue ones. You could do rivers and lakes and ponds. There was terrain you could put on it. Baby's first war game. It was great. We had a fabulous time. The premise was interdimensional warfare. There were Valkyrie aliens setting up the whole thing for their feudal fights, and so that's why you had to assemble your army of various dudes. There were World War I guys. There were like dudes from the Matrix. There was like little alien guys. There were knights and dragons and all kinds of fun shit. It was a lot of fun. And it was great. I loved Heroescape. I'm so pissed they stopped making it. Damn all corporations. Anyway, one night, my good friend Jonathan, who I knew primarily from church at the time, because I used to be religious, um, invited me for a sleepover, because we were like 12. And so, me and Jonathan and his younger brother, and I swear there was at least one other guy there, but like we were 12. Anyway, invited me for a sleepover, specifically because he had just acquired the Marvel expansion kit for Heroescape. These were new models with data cards and rule sets, and they were Marvel characters, which was a huge deal for us. So, Jonathan acquires a new Heroescape expansion, invites me over, and in the interest of fairness, each player was allowed to pick one Marvel character, so that we weren't too OP, right? We just had, like, nobody's running the Avengers. You got your army, and you get one extra guy. You get a superhero. Or supervillain. They had Thanos, they had Red Skull, there was Hulk. But we all got to pick. So everyone's like, ooh, give me Hulk. Ooh, I want Iron Man. Ooh, I've got Captain America. You fools. I also enjoy comic books. You want Iron Man, eh? You want the Hulk, you say? You want Thanos. That's all well and good. I choose the Silver Surfer. And so Norrin Rad, imbued by the power cosmic, did battle on my behalf across the hexagons of the Heroescape board. Now, the way the terrain rules worked, flying characters have a huge edge. And the Surfer, imbued as he is by the power cosmic, and thanks to his awesome surfboard, does a lot of flying. He also had a bitchin' ranged attack. And so over the course of the game, several games we played over the course of the night, whether we were up till 2, 3 in the morning in a delirious haze of pizza and Mountain Dew. It was glorious. It was good. To be 12 again. But over the course of the game, I just kept wrecking shop with the Silver Surfer. That's not smoke, y'all. It's just cold out here. But side note, tobacco will kill you. I'm trying to quit. But anyway, as we played, as I continued doing better and better with Silver Surfer, as the night progressed and it became a running gag and we got more and more goofy, I started calling him the Silver Uberspanker, because the way it was working in practice was the fight would start, I would get the Surfer lined up, take my shot, and their guy died. And so that's where the term Uberspanker came from. It is unrelated to either the never to be sufficiently damned rideshare company or the Uber or overpowered spanking of anything in particular in my own personal capacity. It's a reference to a board game, and I thought it sounded funny and kept it for a handle, but that's why I'm called Uberspanker in this particular instance. I do have a normal people name, but you guys don't know me well enough to get it yet. So, that's why I'm Uberspanker. It's because I went on a winning streak playing Heroescape in childhood. Yeah, and I find it amusing and refuse to use a different handle. I picked Uberspanker. I'm Uberspanker. You can all go to hell. And that's the story. So, in case you were wondering, that's why it's not a weird sex thing. It's a reference to an old board game.